Yeah, so mobile, to me at least, is like the only media device that people have with them 24/7, and it's the only media device that links all other media. So a mobile device can work with TV, it can work with out of home, it can work with print, it can even work with online to an extent. And so never before we had one media that rules them all. It's kind of Lord of the Rings-ish. And so that to me is like a big game changer for marketers, and they don't know how to categorize it. They don't know. It's so disruptive that they don't know where it lives, because everyone technically can have mobile as part of their reporting into them. So it's a big problem on the agency and client side, but it's also a great thing from a marketer side, because it's the ability to reach consumers and interact with all your other media types. Being on the sales side now, I think I see it mainly with third-party measurement. For whatever reason, it is what it is. It's a blessing and a curse, the third-party verification that's out there with like the ComScores and Nielsen's double verifies. And people have become very used to that on the online world. And that's kind of like their safety blanket if you're buying media and you're a marketer. Like there's some third-party checks and balance. And there isn't that right now in mobile. It's kind of the wild, wild west. People are buying things in good faith and buying it somewhat blind. And so until that measurement and the third party, whatever it is, whether it's an online company or a new startup company that creates that, until that comes out and actually gives that security blanket to buyers and as well as marketers, that this stuff is legit and it's running where it's supposed to be running and it's delivering the way it's supposed to be delivering and people interacting with it the way that self-reported data is saying that they are, then I think people will get a lot more on board, and the budgets will grow significantly because there's a third party proving that it works. I don't even think anyone understands how much data that you can get on consumers on their mobile devices, and the types of data that we're going to be able to use. There's so much talk right now about big data. It's on the cover of every magazine, and the Publicis and Omnicom whole thing was about like the data that they're going to bring together and be able to mine. But no one has a clue what they're not even scratching the surface of what we're going to be able to do with a mobile device. And we're at a company where there's not a plug at all, where we can see that. We can see location, for instance, of the consumers, and that's something that's never been available before in terms of like literally knowing where a consumer is 24/7, 365 days a week, and then the patterns that they have. Very different from online patterns in terms of the pages that people will go versus the places that people actually go. And with that, we're going to get to the point, the holy grail, as Sir Martin Sorrell says, of being able to reach the person at the right place at the right time and serve the right message. So there's three of us in a room here right now. All three of us could be on the exact same website and all get three separate messages based on our preferences and based on our history of where we've gone and what we've done. And it's all going to come down to that data and making that real-time decision and based on what ad to serve at the right time at the right place. Yeah, I've been to. I went to this last year. I've been to one in New York. Parn does a really great job. I mean, he's got the clout to bring in some of the biggest and best in the business. I think it's a little, it's starting to get a little very heavy in the sellers, but it's still one of the only mobile conferences that you can go to and actually sit and talk to a client. Either on the agency side or on the brand side. Actual marketers show up to this event because I think there's it's really well put on and there is a big talent that comes here, so big talent attracts big talent, and it's different in that way. It's not the amateur hour, so to speak. It's much more of a prime time event, and it's very refreshing for someone on the selling side because you see the same people at the same events over and over again. And this one, the couple that I've been to, I've always seen someone, see a lot of the same guys, but you always see someone new and different that I would like to talk to and be able to tell them the story that of where I work.